అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నేను మీ నాగార్జున కాదు మీలో ఒకరిని రాకేష్. భారతదేశ అంతరిక్ష పరిశోధన ఇస్రోలో ఉద్యోగం అంటే యువత ఎంతో ఆసక్తి చూపిస్తారు. దేశ చరిత్రలో నిలిచిపోవడం అందరికీ సాధ్యం కాదు. అంతరిక్ష పరిశోధనలో భాగస్వాములు కావాలని ఎంతోమంది కలలు కంటుంటారు. కానీ అందరికీ అన్నీ సాధ్యం కాదు. అలాంటిది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి ఈపురపాలెం అనే చిన్న గ్రామం నుంచి ముంబైలో ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ మీద PhD కంప్లీట్ చేసి రష్యా, US, జపాన్ వంటి దేశాలలో మన పరిశోధనల గురించి ఎంతో కృషి చేశారు. హైదరాబాద్ DRDOలో అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు నిర్వహించబడిన DRDOలో 28 సంవత్సరాలు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ గలవారు. ఇతనికి రాడార్ సిస్టమ్ మీద, నావిగేటర్ సిస్టమ్ మీద ఎంతో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది. ఇతని ప్రక్రి, పృథ్వీ, ధనుష్ వంటి మిసైల్లో కీలక పాత్ర వహించారు. డాక్టర్ మురళి Vara Prasad.
Hi sir, this is Rakesh. Thank you so much this opportunity sir. సార్ మీరు ఎలా సార్ 1979 నుండి PhD కంప్లీట్ చేశారు?
యాక్చువల్లీ ఆ రోజుల్లో IITలో చేరడం అనేది అది అప్పట్లోనే కలగా. సో నేను IIT బాంబే ఇంటర్వ్యూకి, PhD ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత నేను కూడా సెలెక్ట్ అయ్యాను. అయితే IIT బాంబే వాళ్ళు స్కాలర్షిప్ ఇచ్చారు. అక్కడ జాయిన్ అయిపోయారు. 1 year కోర్స్ వర్క్. ఈ లోపలే CSIR స్కాలర్షిప్స్తో పాటు వాళ్ళు ఒక 1500 వేరే ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు, కాంటింజెన్సీ. దాంట్లో చేరారు.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు కెరియర్ని ఎంచుకోవాలంటే బెస్ట్ ఇన్కమ్ ఏమి వస్తుందని చూసుకొని మరి ఎంచుకుంటున్నాం సార్. అలాంటిది మీరు అప్పుడే అంత టెక్నికల్గా ఎలా ఆలోచించారు? టెక్నికల్ సైడ్ ఎలా వెళ్ళాలనుకున్నారు?
అది నాకు మొదటి నుంచి, చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఉన్నటువంటి ఐ కెన్ సే గాడ్స్ గిఫ్ట్. మై పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్ డెఫినెట్లీ దే ఆర్ ఎంకరేజింగ్ మీ, ఆల్దో దే ఆర్ నాట్. అనే వాళ్ళకి తెలిసినంతవరకు నేతనేసుకునేటువంటి ఫ్యామిలీ మాది. నేతనేసుకునేటువంటి ఫ్యామిలీస్లో ఇన్కమ్ చాలా తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. ఆ రోజుల్లో ఇంకా తక్కువగా ఉండేది ఇప్పుడు కంటే కూడా. సో కానీ మా నాన్నగారు నేను ఏదో పెద్ద చదువులు చదవాలనేటువంటి తపన ఉండేది. అప్పట్లో కూడా నాకు ఏదైనా ఒక వస్తువు చూస్తే దాంట్లో టెక్నికల్గా ఏమున్నది అనేటువంటి ఆలోచన. ఉదాహరణకి రేడియో. ఆ రేడియో కూడా అప్పట్లో మరి టీవీలు లేవు. 1968 నేను 11th క్లాస్ SSLC అనేవాళ్ళు, లాస్ట్ బ్యాచ్ మాది. 68 మార్చిలో 11th క్లాసు పాస్ అయ్యి తర్వాత చీరాల VRS కాలేజీలో PUC చేరా.
సార్ నేను VRS కాలేజెస్ సార్.
అలాగే, వెరీ నైస్ టు నో దాట్. సో ఓకే, యు ఆర్ మై జూనియర్, సబ్ జూనియర్.
లేదు సార్, అక్కడ చదివే వాళ్ళంతా లాయర్లని, టీచర్స్ అని, టెక్నికల్ సైడ్ అంత లేదు సార్. కానీ మీరు ఆ టైంలోనే సైంటిస్ట్ అవ్వడం నిజంగా మనకి చాలా
యాక్చువల్లీ మై ఇన్క్లినేషన్, bent of mind is always towards the technical things. So that is the even radio. I told you those days radio itself is a big thing. TV was not at all there in India. 1975 we have got in Bombay IIT first time TV.
Okay.
So up to that there was no television in our areas.
సార్ మీ బాల్యం గురించి మాకేమైనా చెప్పగలరా?
బాల్యం గురించి ముఖ్యంగా నేను స్టూవర్టపురం స్కూల్లో, హై స్కూల్లో 1963 6th స్టాండర్డ్లో చేరాను. అప్పటి వరకు ఈపురపాలెం సర్కార్ బడి, గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్. ఆ స్కూల్లో చదువుకొని ఐదు యాక్చువల్గా 5th క్లాస్ వరకు చదవలేదు. ఈ లోపలే ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాపించే సిస్టమ్ ఉన్నది. దాంట్లో రాసి ఒక 1 year ముందే అక్కడ పాస్ అయ్యి ఐ హ్యావ్ బికమ్ 6th స్టాండర్డ్.
అంటే సార్ టెక్నికల్గా ఆలోచించాలంటే ముందు నుంచి మనకి ఏదో ఒక వస్తువుని చూసి ఇంప్రెషన్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్.
ఉదాహరణకి నేను చెప్తాను. ఉదాహరణకి 1969 10th క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది, PUC 11th క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది. తర్వాత PUC VRS కాలేజ్ చదువుతున్నాను. ఆ రోజుల్లో BSc ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ చేరాను. 1969 July 18th I think that is the day Neil Armstrong has landed, set his first foot on the moon. So newspapers, I used to come to the same library what I am now managing. That library, this same library, those days I used to come, I used to read some books and go. So 69 July 18th, when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, my immediate thinking was that I was just really excited. I was really excited, totally excited. And I was hearing to the news on the radio, which was available, only the electronic instrument available that time. Then technically, and mind was how they were able to go. All these things were coming into my mind.
సార్ అంటే మీరు ఏంటి టెక్నికల్గా ఆలోచించడానికంటే రేడియో అంటారా? రేడియో బట్టి
At that time, the only available instrument
ఓకే
in my home is the radio. That's why I can say it is our initial starting. So, and in the laboratory also I used to be always inclined towards electronics.
సార్ మరి ఆ టైంలో పరిశోధనల కన్నా ఎక్కువ దేవుళ్ళని కట్ట నమ్మేవారు, కానీ మీరు ఎలా మూవ్ అయ్యారు ముందుకి?
ఆ రోజుల్లోనే కాదు, ఈవెన్ నౌ వీ కెన్ ఐ డూ ప్రేయర్స్, ఐ డూ certain meditation like that. The reason is brain has to, if you want to be the intelligent thinking will come when mind is peaceful. The brain waves, we will call it in research brain waves. The brain waves, alpha waves, that is the one which will give you good way of thinking. Gamma brain waves, that will be very, very turbulent. That means if a person is angry and if you take the brain waves of that person, it will be gamma waves. So in order to get alpha waves, you have to do meditation, you have to do prayer. But you should understand that is the limitation. It is only to get your brain waves in the right direction so that you can think peacefully. If I say that I have భగవంతుడు పూర్తి చేసేటప్పుడు ఈశ్వరుడు బొమ్మ పెట్టుకుంటాం, ఈశ్వరుడు నెత్తిన చంద్రుడు ఉన్నాడు, బాగుంది, ఇట్స్ ఏ స్టోరీ. We should not believe that is the real moon.
Yes.
The real moon is what you are seeing, and you are going there and setting the foot. Neil Armstrong has set his foot first time. That inspired me because that is the real thing.
Okay.
So what we are seeing and praying, that is mythology. What is myth? Myth means not fact. So mythology is required to get alpha brain waves,
Okay.
to get your right way of thinking. But it should not be confused with facts.
Okay, sir.
The god, what is there on the moon and the Shiva's head, that is a story, and it is good. There is nothing bad in it.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఎవరని చెప్తారు? మన సైంటిస్ట్లో మీ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ మీ కోలీగ్స్లో కానీ?
First and foremost is our gurus. For all Indians, we can say, all young people, even old people, it is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
ఓ సార్.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he used to teach us how to manage time, how to manage your thoughts, how to organize your projects, all these things.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు అబ్దుల్ కలాంకి మీకున్న పరిచయం గురించి ఏమైనా చెప్పగలరా సంఘటన?
అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు నాకు పరిచయంతో మీ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళే నాటికి ఆయన హై పొజిషన్లో ఉన్నారు. ఆయన ఢిల్లీలో రాష్ట్రపతి భవన్కి ఎదురుగా సౌత్ బ్లాక్, నార్త్ బ్లాక్ అని ఉండేవి. ఈ సౌత్ బ్లాక్లో ఫస్ట్ది రూము ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్స్ ఆఫీస్, తర్వాత గేట్ నెంబర్ 7 దగ్గర కొంచెం మెట్లు పైకి వెళ్తే అక్కడ scientific advisor to defense minister. So at that time Dr. Kalam sir was SA to RM.
Okay, sir.
Scientific advisor to Raksha Mantri. And after his office, 2 more rooms, you will have defense minister's office or the Raksha Mantri office. So,
sir,
so from there I used to meet him there for some official things and get the signatures on the files and sometimes I used to even go to his the place of residence. I mean, actually, he used to stay in the same guest house where we were given accommodation. So, only thing is, because of security reasons, his car will be going to the ground floor, where his car will be parked and he will go upstairs, and whereas in front of things there is a security, the security from the other side will come and give pass our slip, sir, we want to meet so and so, sir, we want to meet for such and such reason. Then he will again call us, and he will complete the job and send us. And okay. That is how we used to meet. And not only this, when we go to Agni launch sites, that is Wheeler Island. Now we are renamed it as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island. So that in Varisha border, there also he used to be the prime person, because it is under his control, command control they call it. So command control will be with the topmost personality, that is Kalam sir.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ మీరు ప్రక్రి, పృథ్వీ, ధనుష్ వంటి మిషన్లో భాగస్వాములు అయ్యారు కదా సార్, దాని గురించి మాకు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలరా, ఆ టైంలో వర్క్ గురించి?
Actually, laboratory is having 500 scientists. Agni Prithvi missiles, total about 15 sections are there, 15 technology directorates. So my section belongs to MEMS, micro electromechanical systems, and for the navigation purpose we used to make micro electromechanical systems, fiber optic gyros, like that. Gyros we call it GYRO, gyros. So the remaining sections are there. Control system section, headed by different heads are there. Right now he is no more, I think. Then one more person, system integration. System integration is a very, very most important thing, where all the systems are assembled, each one 1 meter diameter, 1 meter height. So some 6 or 7 systems will be assembled, and then there will be center of gravity, everything will be seen. So system integration is headed by one Sai Reddy. He is now in the USA. Recently I talked to him over the phone in connection with writing a letter of my book in English.
Okay.
That is space science. It is almost printed. It will be coming out on 12th or so, we will be releasing it.
ఓకే సార్. సార్, జపాన్ వారిచే మీరు మెడల్ సత్కరించబడింది కదా సార్, సో అనుభవాన్ని మాకు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలరా?
Yeah, that is really very much interesting for me in my life. Getting the Japan medal, only one person is getting selected by the Japanese government. Only one person per year. That year I am the only person who got selected. I went there. So I asked the founder of that Matsumai International Foundation. I asked him something, and I tried to implement it in India after coming back. So how fast, how you were able to develop Japan so fast, even after World War II, in 1945, August 6th, Hiroshima was bombed, August 9th, Nagasaki was bombed, atom bombs, but still, with all these arts, how you are able to develop it so fast, I asked him. Then he told, I will give you one example and how to become. When you go back to India, whatever item you develop, you to see to it that it will be really used on the systems, because you are, of course, he has understood, I am from Defense Department. So whatever item you develop, so that I have tried to do that. The Matsumai International Foundation, his name is Dr. Shigeyoshi Matsumai. He is the one who went to Hiroshima and found out the radiation measurements. When the radiation, everyone was getting soaked. 1 lakh people have died. in front of even the people whom he has seen earlier, they died in front of him. He has seen that, but he is the one who is indirectly, he was against the war. He has published certain things against the Tozo. That is he was the prime minister. He was the dictator of Japan. So what he did, Tozo, he was Matsumoto was the Director General of Telecommunications. All communication systems, military people, what they are talking, secret things, he was knowing. He has been keeping an eye on that. Then when he has published, don't go for war with America, then he was removed from the post and he has been sent as a class 4 attendee to the ship captain. That means he has to polish his shoes, he has to polish his belt. He is the 4th class employee, whereas he was holding the post of Director General of Communications. Such a big post, he has been conscripted. And along with him about his group people, some 10 people were sent out. All of them died, but he is the lone survivor of all that group. Then he has actually done a lot as the Minister of Communications. Later on he has become, in a free Japan, he has become the Minister of Communications. He has done a lot for the development of Japan. Coming to the point, what he has suggested, I have actually implemented. I have implemented in India for the Mirage aircraft of brake assembly. I have made some item, and I have understood these people are creating a lot of problems to make that. All that they want is they will have the credit, whereas I will be deprived of the credit. So in that process, when I tried to implement, they suggested, put me in the wrong path, and they were telling, they say, do double-edged knife. If you do this way, you will be cornered like this. If you do that way, you will be cornered like that. So double-edged knife. So when I am spending my money, I have to have some process. So when I say, okay, you do like this, I have followed. But when it comes to the headquarters, they will be writing against me. We have not suggested this, but he is doing it. This is how all Indian system is working. It has failed. I have spent all my 3 lakhs money which I have earned from the savings from the Japan into that, and I have not got a single penny till date. 7 aircrafts were flying with my items. 7 aircrafts have flown with my items, what I have made with my own personal money, but there is no one to really return back the money. Even today, the case is with them, Government of India.
సార్ మీ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్లోనే మీ కొలిక్ పేరు ఎవరిదో మీ సన్కి కూడా పెట్టుకున్నారంట, ఆ విషయం గురించి చెప్తారా? అతనికి మీకున్న అనుభవం.
Okay. The first thing is, when I went to Bombay IIT, I met Professor Anil Bhushan Biswas. He is such a wonderful personality. He is so much, he is like a fatherly figure to me. Fatherly figure to me. I used to do work day and night in the laboratories. So sometimes when we were there to watch the instruments, whether it is working properly or not, night also I used to be there in the lab only. So he used to come around 6 o'clock evening tea time, when all other students have gone to the hostel to take tea, where I was only working. So number of times it happened, he came silently, backside he will stand. Vara Prasad is being a Bengali, he used to say, Vara Prasad is a silent worker. Then he used to call me, did you take your tea? No sir. Okay. Then he used to ask me, you complete your work, I will sit here, we will go together to my home. So I went to his home. Then he used to show me one time he has shown me his photographs with Linus Pauling. Linus Pauling, his guide at California Institute of Technology. He is a double Nobel laureate. 2 Nobel Prizes in his lifetime he has got.
Very great.
One is for chemical bond, amino acid structure he has got. Then second one is for Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, because he has told no chemical warfare, and he has taken the signatures of many of the people all over America, even other countries, and then he has fought against the chemical warfare, because that time Vietnam War was going on and they were using Agent Orange, where all the leaves will become orange color and fall down. People will also die. So that type of thing he has, for that reason he was given a Nobel Peace Prize. So he was Nobel Prize in Chemistry and Nobel Prize in Peace. So that inspired me a great deal, because it is not a small thing.
ఎస్ సార్, లేదంటే కొడుక్కి పెట్టే అంత ఉండదు కదా సార్.
2 Nobel Prizes he has got in a lifetime. And my professor is fond of even my professor's wife. She is also very liking me very much. Oh, your professor spends more time with you than with my children. Okay. Anyhow, that is how I gave my first son Anil.
అనిల్.
My son has name after Anil. Anil Biswas. Anil.
ఓకే సార్.
He was born, when I was in Dublin, Trinity College Dublin, as a postdoctoral fellow, he was born 7th November 1982. Okay.
సార్, ఇప్పుడు మన ఇండియాకి బ్యాక్ బోన్గా రైతుల్ని, ఆర్మీని, మన సైంటిస్టులని చెప్తారు సార్. సో వీళ్ళ గురించి అంటే మనం కొంచెం న్యూస్లో కానీ ఇలా చదువుతాం, కానీ సైంటిస్ట్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే మీరు ఏం చెప్తారు?
It will be very different. See, if you take army, hard work, scientist, how the lifetime of a scientist, what happens is time management we used to follow. It will go on up to 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. There are cases where we have to take food, although suppose if we are going for flight readiness meeting, or if we are going for failure mode, what is the failure reason? These type of things will go on, linger on up to even 10, 11, 12. So this is the way we have to do, and research council meeting is the one which will expose, and all of us will be together. The intimacy will grow there, because all other people who I am doing some part of my work, but he is doing some part of his work, but all these things will be known research council meeting. How do I know other subjects? To a greater extent, it will be secrets will be there, but we will have general idea about what is going on in the other sections.
సార్, ఇప్పుడు మీకు ప్రెజర్స్ కట్ట ఎక్కువే ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, ఒక విషయాన్ని గురించి సంవత్సరాల పొడుగు పనిచేస్తూ ఉండాలి కదా సార్. సో మామూలుగా సాధారణంగా లైఫ్ 1 year 3 years గడుస్తుంటే మీకు మాత్రం వీక్స్లో గడిచినట్టు ఉంటుంది కదా సార్, ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ కూడా.
That way I will tell you one of the project that we have worked for satellite, Kautilya, 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 like actually it is a spy satellite on Pakistan-India borders, where terrorists are intrusions are there. So the spy satellites we planned somewhere around 2010. MEMS group has started it. Some ISRO retired scientist has been kept as the advisor for us, and we were working. The same Kautilya, which has been launched by ISRO after my retirement, it is launched. It's known as EMI-SAT. EMI means electromagnetic intelligence gathering satellite. Electromagnetic intelligence gathering satellite, EMI-SAT. So that is like a spy satellite. తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే నింగిలో నిఘానేత్రం. నింగిలో నిఘానేత్రం. సో ఎక్కడి నుంచి రాడార్ సిగ్నల్స్ వస్తున్నాయో కనిపెడుతుంది. దాని దగ్గర 0.5 to 2 GHz, 2 to 8 GHz, 8 to 12 GHz, 3 different ఇవి యాంటెనాస్ ఉంటాయి. సో దాంట్లో ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఏది వస్తుందో క్యాచ్ చేయగలదు, డైరెక్షనాలిటీ. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు లొకేట్ the people's location where these terrorists are there, because they will be using the communication.
సార్ బ్రహ్మచార్యులు ఎక్కువగా ఉన్న సైంటిఫిక్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ మన ఇస్రోనే అంట కదా.
ISRO and DRDO also, you always let us keep it one space science. These are all, all these people will work together in a way. Rocket science, ISRO scientists, yes, it is actually what happens is when they were young, let us say Kalam sir's case, when he was nearing about 25-30, he was so much dedicated to his work
pressure.
that he didn't find spare time for thinking about family. This will suffer, this work will suffer, let us postpone, and whole life he has postponed it. And he didn't think about marrying. So that's how it happens. So the dedication makes them so much day-to-day affairs, so much involved, he will be not be thinking about marriage. It is not that he doesn't want it, probably that doesn't he doesn't have that much time.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ నంబి నారాయణ లాంటి సైంటిస్టులకి దేశద్రోహి అని ముద్ర వేశారు కదా సార్. సొసైటీ గురించి మీరు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలరా? సైంటిస్టులకి ఇచ్చే రెస్పెక్ట్ కానీ వాళ్ళ ఆలోచనల గురించి కానీ.
నంబి నారాయణన్ గారిది రియల్లీ a big eye opener for Indian community. Actually they used to put these type of cases over the upcoming scientists, the people who are doing nationally important projects. Nambi Narayanan sir was termed as has been treated as one of the spy, whereas there is no truth in it. In fact, he is one way, although he suffered a lot and he fought, he is one way, I can say, lucky enough to be successfully prove that he is not a spy. But how many are there really able to prove? If you look at that point of view, there are many more who have failed to prove that they are innocent. They are just crushed, and this is mostly because of foreign involvements. They don't want India to grow. So this is the key person. Vikramsarabhaispcenter, same thing.
Yes, sir.
He was only, I think he is definitely less than 60 when he died. 1971 December he died. So he was found dead in the night. Probably we do not want to comment about this. Lal Bahadur Shastri, Homi Jahangir, Homi Baba, all these things, even Kanishka crash recent times. So say Naidamma, CSIR Director General, all these things are examples of our you can say foreign involvement in killing our scientists.
సార్ మీకు కూడా బెదిరింపు కాల్స్ కట్ట వచ్చాయని మీకు కూడా బెదిరింపు కాల్స్ కట్ట వచ్చాయన్న అని చెప్తున్నారు.
ఐ డోంట్ సే బెదిరింపు కాల్ కాదు, బట్ మచ్ మోర్ సీరియస్ దాన్ దట్.
సార్
I am today I am still I am lucky that I am alive. Not just calls. I have taken about 7 months leave to remain here in Andhra Pradesh, leaving Kanpur.
Oh.
It is not happening in Hyderabad, in Kalam's lab. No, absolutely not. It all happened in Kanpur like places. I was working that time in Kanpur.
మీకు అంటే సార్ ఎలా దాని గురించి?
Actually, that cannot be. That these are certain individuals. Individuals. It is not the organization that has done. In my case,
Okay.
it is not the organization. Okay. It is certain individuals who are aspiring for the post of a director. They have seen me something like a banyan tree. Their qualification doesn't match mine. So they know that surely this fellow will get it. We have to remove him. This is the type of things they were planning. So these things are common in Kanpur type places, Uttar Pradesh and Kanpur. I don't say everyone, no. There are good people there. I have a good friend of R.K. Singh. He's a good friend of mine, but he was also one of the sufferers.
ఎందువల్ల అంటారు? అంటే పలుకుబడి కోసమా లేదంటే?
Actually, individual jealousy is the real reason behind it. Although we say a lot of meditation, all this, but there are certain individuals, not everyone,
ఓకే సార్.
who are not following that traditional things.
ఓకే సార్.
They are following in a different way.
అధికారం కోసం అంటారా?
So those people, we cannot, one person always will be there, bad people will be there.
Okay.
Those are the persons who are responsible for this. I do not blame DRDO for that. I blame the individuals. So that has happened in my case. Okay, anyhow, by God's grace I am still alive.
సార్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు సైంటిస్ట్ ఒక అంటే మన కెరియరే మెయిన్ కదా సార్.
Career is main, definitely.
సో మీరు ఎలా ఎంచుకున్నారు సైంటిస్ట్గా? అంటే ఇదే అవ్వాలని ఎప్పుడు నిర్ణయం తీసుకున్నారు?
Actually, in a way, Kalam sir has told one word, message of courage. I will tell this, message of courage. Many times when I go to the colleges, all the students, I will make them say, hear this message of courage given by Kalam. Have the courage. A message of courage of Kalam says, courage to invent, courage to follow the unexplored path, courage to follow the unexplored path, courage to conquer the difficulties and be successful. It is about 7-8 lines are there. You can read from my Facebook page. So this courage is very, very important. So every human being will have to do this. Whether you are a scientist or whether you are something else, every human being, it is not for only for scientists, for every human being. Okay, when you are doing this scientific work also will tell you have to follow courageous routes. When you are doing, scientist is mostly doing something new.
అదే సార్, కెరియర్ గురించే కదా సార్ మెయిన్. మనం లైఫ్ 10th తర్వాత నుంచి ఏం ఎంచుకోవాలి, ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి,
that type of I can say counseling in this library, Yupurupala Yusana Granthalayam, 1959, but today it is digital library with all modern facilities. So in this library I am giving counseling for the students or anyone who is interested, whatever I will tell you, scientific line, non-scientific line, medical line, any line he wants, what is the things that is available, I will tell them. Then they can choose with their own interest. If they are having some interest in a particular line, yes, I will guide them.
సార్ మళ్ళీ మీకు ఇప్పుడు 18 years వస్తే మీరు ఏ కెరియర్ ఎంచుకుంటారు?
మళ్ళీ 18 years వస్తే I will always choose science only. I will not come out of that. I will be interested in that because I enjoy it.
Okay.
Why I do the more work? Some people also ask me, even the students, why I get involved in the work even in the night. Because I enjoy it. It is not that due to compulsion I am doing. No, it is not compulsion. It is compulsion from my within. Compulsion within the mind. So I am interested.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ ఇప్పుడు మరి నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్లోకి వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి మీ తరపు నుంచి ఏమన్నా చెప్పగలరా, అంటే సజెషన్ ఇవ్వగలరా?
For the next generation, I will again tell, just now I told about the courage, message of courage. You have to invent something new. You have to make the nation in such a way that it will be a developed nation. This is the message what Kalam sir has given, and one has to work and work. What he has told is, he used to make the people recite this. I will work and work with courage till all the obstacles are, whatever thinking you are having, goals are reached. And make my nation a developed nation. In my lifetime, I should see that developed nation, India. That is the thing.
సార్ మీకున్న ప్రెజర్లకి మీకు ఇచ్చే సాలరీకి మీరు ఎప్పుడన్నా అనుకున్నారా ఇలా ఎందుకు అందరిలా సాధారణంగా బతికేస్తే చాలు అని?
I will say I did not think it, but my father used to tell me. My father used to tell me, you have achieved a lot. Now, ఇంతవరకు చాలు నాన్న. My father used to tell me, ఇంతవరకు చాలు నాన్న, ఇప్పటికి నువ్వు చాలా 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 అచీవ్ చేసావు, ఇంకా అవసరం లేదు, ఇంతవరకు చాలు నాన్న. So that used to be your ambitions should be limited, and I like it. I tried also, but the problem is other systems. We are in a system. We cannot just deviate. We have to follow. We have to run along with them. If you are in a team, you have to run along with them, because the team will suffer. That type of problems will come. Otherwise, I am very much satisfied to whatever I have achieved in my life, as per my father's words, you can say.
మీకు ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదు సార్ అయితే?
But I never thought I should rest completely. No. Even today, 70 years plus, but I still work. For the writing of the books, I think more than 1 month I have to do work day and night, because editing work and other things. So that type of things I still carry out, and I go to the schools. I try to give some inspirational lectures.
అదే సార్, గడిచిన 45 సంవత్సరాల్లో ఇస్రోతో ఖర్చు పెట్టిన మన భారతదేశం చాలా తక్కువ ఖర్చు పెడతారంట కదా సార్, 45 సంవత్సరాలు.
Actually, definitely, we are homegrown. ISRO is homegrown. That means with the facilities available in the country, with the salaries that we are given in rupees, we are making all these things. So our cost of producing some satellite will be much lower. Suppose $1 is equal to 70 rupees. Suppose I make this item in rupees. Naturally, its cost will be at least 10 times less than the American cost. That way, even foreign satellites per kg to lift off rate will be much lower. That is why they are all coming to us, because of the you can say trade, because it is cheaper for them to put their satellites through our rockets, PSLV, through our own rocket, Indian rockets, PSLV. Oh, okay. There are the people who do not understand what is the difference between rocket, satellite and all, but usually that is the very simple thing. We explain them, so children will try to catch up with the points.